Thank you for tuning in to Siam Legal's channel. In this week's episode, we're going to be looking at the BOI, or the Board of Investment, and we're going to look at demystifying what exactly the BOI is and how promotion by the BOI can be of great benefit to foreign investors looking to bring their business into Thailand. By way of introduction, my name's Bridie and I'm an Australian legal consultant here at Siam Legal International. I'm joined here today with Kiara, who's our Senior Associate from our corporate and commercial team. She has over 6 years of experience in helping foreigners start their businesses in Thailand. So welcome, Kiara.
Hi, Bridie. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I guess working with Kiara, I guess one of the biggest inquiries that we get in the corporate team is what is the BOI and how can I apply for it? The first question, and I think what our viewers probably want to know, is what exactly is the BOI?
Well, the BOI, simply put, stands for Board of Investment. The Board of Investment is a Thai government agency which is responsible for promoting investment from investors in Thailand. It's a government agency which pretty much assists people who want to invest in Thailand by providing incentives.
So yeah, that's good to know. I think even from the beginning, a lot of foreigners don't realize the BOI is actually a government agency.
It is, it actually is, yes. Well, a lot of foreigners don't know this, but the BOI is a government agency which is specifically designed in order to attract investors into Thailand and promote our economy.
Amazing. So obviously we get a lot of inquiries about the BOI, but what exactly are the benefits of applying for BOI promotion?
So the BOI does have a lot of benefits. There are some that are tax related and other that are not. So tax-based incentives would be exemption from corporate income tax, and also anything that is import duty related, anything that you have to import into Thailand, you might be able to get the incentive on, reduced import duties on machineries or things that you might need to conduct your business. And non-tax incentive could be the ability to be able to own land as a foreign company in Thailand. The processing of work permit and visa for foreigners working for your company would be a lot quicker than going through the normal process. However, the one thing that most of my clients are most interested in is that the BOI does allow you to, as a foreigner, to hold 100% of shares in a company, which is something that you usually could not do with normal companies in Thailand. You would be required to have at least 51% of Thai shareholders to operate legally in Thailand, but with the BOI, you don't need that. You can own 100% of your company.
Because otherwise, you need to have a Thai partner that you really trust to hold the majority of the shares, and that can make things a little bit more complicated if you're just if you don't maybe not know anyone in Thailand.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that obviously, given us a long list of the reasons why BOI promotion is beneficial.
Exactly. Yes, it is very beneficial. And honestly, as an investor, I would definitely go with BOI.
Well, that leads into my next question. So if I am an investor, what types of businesses are eligible for BOI promotion?
Well, there is a specific criteria for BOI promotion. So your business would have to fall into the category that laid out by the BOI. These usually include anything that is machinery related, medical related, anything that's vehicle, anything that is biotechnology. Simply put, anything that would bring benefits or innovation to the country.
So what I'm hearing, it can't just be sort of an everyday business that you could find anywhere else. It has to be sort of a little bit different, a little bit innovative.
Mostly yes. However, there is the tourism category that would allow you to, for example, a hotel business in Thailand. However, in order for anything that's tourism related to be able to be eligible for the BOI promotion, you would actually need to have quite a substantial investment and a larger scale of business.
So for example, a simple small restaurant, one-off restaurant wouldn't be eligible for BOI promotion, but if, for example, you had a really big restaurant, you're bringing in lots of capital, and
that might be able to
yes. Maybe, but it really has to be on a larger scale and needs to be able to show why it's going to benefit Thailand and bring employment for Thai people as well.
Exactly. So the BOI does want investors to invest in Thailand, but at the same time, they want to keep the Thai people's work jobs, positions as well. So anything that Thailand could do, for example, tourism related, they would want the investor to have a larger scale business so that, mom and pop shop would be able to still be open.
Okay, so certainly there's only certain categories of business that are eligible for BOI, but where can I go to find information on what exactly those categories are?
So the Board of Investment does want investor, like I mentioned before, so they do have a comprehensive guideline in the form of a handbook, and that is available in English, Thai, and Chinese. So if you want to know more details on that, or want to know if your business is eligible for BOI promotion or not, or in which category it falls into, I would highly recommend visiting the BOI website and downloading the handbook.
Okay, makes sense now. Handbook. Got it. Great. I've got the handbook. I've looked through the handbook. I'm looking at the categories, and I think, okay, I've landed on a category. I think my business might be eligible under this category. What exactly is the next step?
Well, the next step would be to get in contact with Siam Legal. Our team can help you through the whole process, of course. However, to start, we'll start by arranging an appointment with the BOI officers to pretty much for you to pitch your project to them to see whether our idea of eligibility align with the BOIs. So meaning that the BOI officer would mention whether the project is eligible for the promotion under the category which we want to apply under, or if it's eligible for another category, that would also mention that to you as well, or if there's anything that we can do in order to amend the business plan, our plan a little bit, in order to be able to be eligible for the BOI promotion.
Ah, great. So if I come out of that meeting and the BOI officer says that I have potential under a certain category, then what is the next step?
Well, the next step, we'll have to pretty much collect documents. There's a lot of supporting documents that are required for the BOI promotion. Our team can help you with that. We can help you organize everything that needs to be organized and prepare every supporting documents that you need. What you have to prepare is a business plan, a very detailed and concrete business plan for pretty much to pitch to the Board of Investment for them to grant you the promotion. So you're pretty much selling your project. You're selling your project, you're informing the BOI officers that that's what you want to do, and if they're interested, they will grant you that promotion. Now, in order to start the process, you can provide us the business plan, and we can help you pretty much review it and revise it a little bit if needed, and also make it in a way that the officers would usually likely to accept it.
Because during the application itself, there's also a presentation stage, is that right?
Yes, once you have submitted application, you also have to pretty much prepare a presentation. This can usually be a PowerPoint presentation in order to explain everything of your project to the BOI officers. So when you start, there's a BOI officer that is pretty much assigned to your case, but at the stage of presentation, you would have about 5 or 6 board members sitting there and listening to your project.
Oh, that's a little bit daunting, right?
And that's where we come in. We can actually help you in the actual presentation step of your BOI promotion as well. So we'll attend the meeting with you and help you with anything that you need in the meeting. Our team will be familiar with the business plan by that point, so we can help you answer any questions that the officers may have.
Amazing. Yeah, so obviously, like anything in Thailand, it's just better to have someone who knows the process, who speaks Thai, and can hold your hand throughout the whole thing. So,
and that's definitely our specialty. We do help our clients from start to finish. So if you arrive here with an idea, we can make that idea a reality for you.
So in your experience of having done so many of these applications, how long does it normally take?
Well, it can take anywhere from 6 months to a year from my experience, just because of, like we mentioned before, there's a lot of documentation required. The business plan has to be ironclad, meaning that, you know, there might be a lot of additional document required and things like that that might prolong the promotion a little bit. However, usually it does not take more than 8 months if there's no like bumps along the way.
So certainly not as quick as if you had setting up a normal Thai majority company, but
of course, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps in between.
Yeah, it does take quite a lot longer. But from the incentive that we get from the BOI, it is very beneficial for anyone that wants to invest in Thailand. So if you do have time and you have a plan, I do think that BOI is the best way to go for investment.
So I think that's about all we have time for today, but thank you, Kiara, for joining us.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, how do we get in contact with your team?
So you can click the link below and contact us via email, send us the information, send us your project, your business, and we'll start by seeing whether you can be eligible for BOI or not. So get in contact with Siam Legal, our team would be happy to help.
So if you're an entrepreneur looking to start your business in Thailand, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for next week's video.